Hey everyone, it's been a while since I have filmed a plan with me. Obviously, with the current quarantine situation going on, worldwide, but especially concentrated right now in the US, I haven't had a whole lot to plan because I'm working from home and there's nothing happening and we can't leave our houses and all this stuff. So, not a whole lot to plan. That said, I have been using my daily petite planner as kind of a way to keep myself on track every single day with my to-do list. When I have calls for work and all that kind of stuff. So I have been planning, I would say more tracking, my daily life in the daily petite planner. So this weekend I was thinking, oh, it's such a bummer. I'm gonna have this week that's blank, because the week before I did put some stickers down and made like a makeshift plan. But as you can see, I kind of gave up halfway through the week because this just wasn't working for me. I love seeing the way other people use Erin Condren stickers to plan like as a weekly kit, but it's not for me, y'all. I wish it was because it looks so pretty when other people do it, but this to me looks like a hot mess. So we're gonna pretend like that week never happened and move back into future times or current times, because I'm filming this on Easter Sunday. So I decided, Anita, my friend, and I and some of the other girls were chatting in a group text. We were talking about, Anita and I both got this kit from Lena from the Peach Pom, and we were given it as a gift during the weekend of Let's Flamingo Beaches at the end of the weekend, and I have been holding on to this kit since January to use for Easter week, and there's nothing happening. So it felt wrong to not use it when I've been hoarding it for so long, and it's so pretty. And Lena gave me these kits and I've been hanging on to them for the more spring summertime months because I've been wanting to use them, but wanted to make sure like seasonally it went a little bit better with what I had going on. And god damn it if I'm not going to use these kits even if I have no plans going on. So I'm going to do something that people do in the planner community, but we like to pretend like we don't do, and that's back plan. So for the uninitiated, back planning is when you go ahead and put everything down in your planner that happened for the week or that happened previously. So it's not really a plan because you're not putting it down for the future. It's what already happened. We all do it. We've all done it. It's a thing, but we just don't want to talk about it because I get it. It's not really in line with the visual of a planner and what we're trying to sell, the brand of planning, so to speak. But these are different times. To hell with everything. I'm back planning this week, and this is what this video is going to be. So settle in for a back plan with me. All right. So I've got my petite planner here, I've got my kit here. I didn't pull any washi, so at some point I'm going to have to break from this and go get washi. I don't really know how this is going to go exactly, but let's start with the weekend because that just happened. So I remember what has happened already. So today, around noon, we decided now's about a good time to do an Easter egg hunt. So we did an Easter egg hunt with my son. I was not planning on doing an Easter egg hunt at all. I was hoping that my son would just forget and we wouldn't have to do it at all, to be honest, because I'm not my best self during this quarantine. I'm barely getting through with everything that's going on right now. I am busier than ever at my job. We'll get to that on Friday. I worked a lot on Friday, but this has been a struggle. As I'm sure it has been for a lot of people. So I was like, maybe we should just not put this pressure on ourselves, but my husband loves any excuse to have candy and have treats in the house, so he, practicing social distancing, went out and went to the local Walgreens down the street and bought him a couple of eggs and candy so my son could have a solo Easter egg hunt, which was kind of sad. This whole experience has definitely made me feel sorry for the fact that he is an only child. I don't know that it has made me feel sorry enough to have yet another child, but I definitely feel sorry for the fact that he is not able to socialize with other kids right now. It's definitely sad. We're trying our best. We do FaceTime with my niece and nephew. My niece and nephew actually came by yesterday, and we did, I'll get to that on Saturday, a social distancing kind of gathering. So it's been hard for him. I'm really trying my best, but I'm also so busy, so I've been leaning on my husband more than usual to help me out with keeping him entertained, because I just don't have the time right now. We also saved some baby birds that fell out of their nest today, so I feel like we should probably mark that. We noticed yesterday that there were some baby birds in a new nest, and it seems like the wind, it's not like super windy, but it's a little windier, and the nest that the mom made was on a branch that just wasn't strong enough to hold the nest with 4 baby birds inside, so it tipped over, and unfortunately the poor baby birds fell out. And when my son was looking for Easter eggs, my husband was going around trying to help him out a little bit, and he realized that the birds were actually on the ground. Thank God we didn't step on them or harm them or anything like that unintentionally. So I'll tell you guys a story. I feel like this is going to be a long video. So we called my father-in-law, who is basically MacGyver / the Lorax in one person, and he went and got a planter, like a hanging planter, and obviously it's got like the little like openings on the bottom. So we actually took the nest out of the tree, put it inside the hanging planter, and put the babies, we had picked them up by that point and had them in another little container, put them in the nest inside the planter, put the planter like inside this little like canopy of flowers that we have, so hopefully they would be fairly protected and out of sight of other birds that might look, unfortunately, to harm them. So we saved some baby birds today. That was our good deed of the day. I'm proud of us. I do have to say it was more my father-in-law and my husband than me, but I googled the part where we learned that we should try and put the nest back inside of some kind of container with holes so they don't drown or anything like that in case it rains. So I did something. Okay, so that's Sunday so far. I'll go back to other stuff later. Last night we did trivia. That was at 8, but I'll just put that here. Did trivia with our friends. We did Disney trivia with these same friends last weekend, and this weekend it was The Office, and we were in dead last place because I've watched The Office but never the whole series through to have like the kind of knowledge you should have if you decide to sign up for trivia. I expected my husband to have that level of knowledge, but I should have known. He tells me the same stories 6 times before I gently remind him, honey, I've already heard that story before. So he remembered nothing and could not help us. So we were in dead last place. Before that, my family came over. We had like social distancing family time. So we all spread out 6 feet apart from each other and exchanged Easter baskets for the kids. I actually crafted the baskets from a tutorial from Damask Love myself, because there were no Easter baskets to be had through shipped pickup from Target at our local Target store, so I had to make my own. My sister and brother-in-law are the Friars, and my younger sister nicknamed my niece and nephew the Frizzles, so that's what we call them, the Frizzles. So that was Saturday. Was there anything else that happened yesterday? We woke up super late. So since this kind of leads into to Saturday, I guess I can tell you about it. So Friday, I woke up kind of late on Friday. I started my day at like 8:30. I've been trying to start work at 8 because that's normally when I'm supposed to start work. Probably logged on about 8:30. So I started work about 8:30. I took a break at some point in here to work out, but I worked till 1 o'clock in the morning. Saturday morning. I have so much work going on right now because we're closed, which sounds crazy, but being in social media, that is my life right now. We're producing content like crazy, doing a whole bunch of stuff, so I slept in by a lot. Yeah, I slept in because if I went to bed at 1, at 7 o'clock, our super awesome neighbors were blasting music. Not our like direct neighbors that live right next door, but somewhere around here in this neighborhood, someone was blasting music at 7 o'clock in the morning for a good 30 minutes. So after that person finally stopped, I was still pretty sleepy and delirious and went back to sleep, and I probably didn't get up till like 9:30, which is really, really late for me. Alright, I don't think I have anything on Friday. Nothing really happened besides the fact that I worked all day. So Thursday was Top Chef. And I feel like that's the only significant thing that happened on Thursday. Let's go back and see. Yeah, that's basically it. Wednesday was Little Fires Everywhere, which I didn't watch on Wednesday, but it did come out on Wednesday. I actually just watched it today. If you've not started that show, it is very good. So Tuesday was hashtag 407 day. It was April 7th. The area code in Orlando is 407, and they're really trying to promote like Takeout Tuesday, and lucky for them for this branding. April 7th was a Tuesday this year, so we did take out that day. But I was also posting about it on social media for my job, trying to support the county in their efforts to promote it, so I can put that down for dinner. Dinners have been they've been a bit of a joke lately. There's no meal plan happening. I have not had any time or energy or inclination to meal plan while this is all going on, because I don't get to stop working at 5 o'clock most days, so I don't know what this is that's there. It's annoying me. I'm gonna have to cover that up with something. Cover this up now because I can't look at it anymore. It's making me crazy. That can be my workouts because, like I said, there is no meal plan happening in life right now. Okay, I'll put my workouts because those are actually happening. I was a day behind. I missed my workout on Tuesday because it was just with the takeout and how work went for me that day and everything. I didn't have enough time to do my workout, and I chose to do a puzzle with my son instead of working out. No regrets about that decision, but yeah, I was a day behind, so I finished this week's workouts on Saturday instead. I have a Once More with Love sticker that I'm going to put there. So, oh, I had a call, a special kind of call on Mondays or Tuesday, the FPRA call, so I will put that one in here. Speaking of family time, I had to get up and go tell my son that he had to stop crying. So just walked away for a second. Where was I? Oh, Tuesday. Oh, quarantine is awesome. Always do this. I want to make the P and R in FPRA. Can't remember if I mentioned already, but my aunt did a story time for my son and my niece and nephew on Monday, so that happened that day. There are other things? Not really. So I'm just looking at my daily petite planner here to kind of give me an idea of the different things that happened. Like I said, I'm being very specific about like what my day is looking like, but I honestly do not care to put any of this work stuff in my planner. The less work stuff I have to put in my planner, the better, especially the way I'm feeling about work right now. One thing I will put though is an idea that I actually came up with and facilitated myself, that I was excited to like actually have the time to do anything with, and that was open hour with the librarian. So Thursdays at 2 o'clock now on our Facebook page, we are doing an open hour with the librarian to give our customers some personalized recommendations from the library staff that are quarantined at home right now. We got 5 questions on Facebook and 1 on Twitter, which to me is pretty good because especially with the Facebook algorithm, to actually get 5 questions, I was surprised by. I expected, not a lot of people to see the post right away, and we had just started promoting it, so I wasn't sure how many people would even realize it was happening. So I was excited about that. This kid is so pretty, and I'm not going to be able to use so many of the stickers that are in here. It's really a shame. For the theme of the baby birds in the nest for the weekend, I'm going to go ahead and put this sticker here. Freaking hate these hexagons, so... Can you guys tell my filter is like all the way down right now? This quarantine has turned me into a different person. Or maybe it's just revealing who I truly am. My worst self or something like that. I hope that is not the case for you. I know everybody deals with this kind of stress differently, and hopefully, I think for the most part, I'm doing okay, but I'm definitely struggling. I think most people are, and I think all of us are just trying our best right now. With so much unknown, it's hard not to be stressed. Like, we don't know how long this is going to go on for. We don't know when, once things do start letting up a bit, if we might have to do this all over again, or if we'll see another wave of this. It's just a lot to consider. Okay, those are things that are actually worth writing down in my planner for this week. Let me grab some Once More with Love and TheCoffeeMonsterzCo stickers. So I'm going through my Once More with Love stickers, or TheCoffeeMonsterzCo stickers here, and I'm realizing that there are some things that I'm kind of glad I'm going through my stickers, because it's reminding me of things that happened this week that it's nice to document, but I wouldn't have remembered if I weren't going through these stickers. So for example, my little sister does DoorDash and has been doing it since like well before all of this stuff happened. So she actually picked me up an iced coffee from Starbucks, and I basically took my lunch break with her, and we chatted and caught up, and it was really nice. She stood in the driveway, came with her paper towel, handed me the drink, and then we stood 6 feet away or whatever while we chatted. But yeah, I wouldn't have remembered about that if I didn't go through these stickers. And in fact, another thing that I remembered while I was doing this is Thursday, I actually did my workout outside because it was just more convenient to do so at the time. My husband and son were doing stuff and I didn't want to make them get out of the living room so I could work out. So I did my workout, I took it outside, and I really enjoyed it. It was like perfect weather that day. So I want to make sure that I document that. Alright, so that actually turned out really cute. I'm happy with how things look. I'm really glad I went through my Coffee Monster stash because I forgot I had this full box like with emoji sticker like at a desk working, and that is obviously my situation right now. So it was a perfect way to document that. I basically worked all day and the only thing I took a break for was to work out. So yeah, that was really fun. So this is what my petite planner looks like on a daily basis now. So I make it like an hourly. I put all the hours of the day and then I assign something to each hour. So most of the time it's work or some sort of call that I have to be on. But I'm doing some stickers, very minimal though. I do try to keep this pretty functional. Toward the end of the week, I just felt like I needed to, I hadn't done anything in my life planner, so I just felt like I wanted to use some more stickers. So I grabbed some from the Mambi Happy Planner sticker books that I have and decorated a little bit in here. So you can just see it's just a to-do list every single day. And I just go from day to day and move stuff over if it needs to get moved over. And then this is what the life planner looks like. So this is for the most part in normal circumstances. I would be making like my overview as I would normally do, bird's eye view of the week, something like this, and then this life planner, or excuse me, this petite planner here would be the breakdown of what my actual day looks like. One thing that's different about how I'm using it right now than in normal circumstances is that I'm putting like my different meetings for work. In general, when I use my petite planners, I just put like work 8 a.m. and then have it blank basically that whole time during the day. I might, you know, if I have a lunch meeting or something like that, or plans, and I might put that in there, but essentially I just keep it, you know, just general work. I really don't try to put work in my planner. To me, my work stuff is separate and I want to keep it separate. So that is how I'm using this differently, is that every time I have a call, I'm putting it in here because I'm working from home, so it impacts my schedule here, and I want to have that idea of what my day is going to look like so I can communicate with my husband, who is still trying to take online classes right now. You know, we're trying to keep my son not totally neglected during the day because of course he's home too and he's only 5, so there's only so much that he can do to fend for himself. So that is a bit different than how I would use it in normal circumstances, like I said. So essentially that's how I make these two planners work together. And I think for now what I probably will do is just go back and do back planning for the foreseeable future, because like all of these things, like you know, the fact that I worked out outside, the fact that I worked the whole day, the fact that my little sister brought me an iced coffee that day, like none of those things were planned in advance. It was just how that day went. So with the exception of, you know, these little things, like, you know, I knew I was going to be on a call, or I knew that day was 407 day. Those, you know, I didn't know I was going to save some baby birds today. I didn't know that we were going to sleep in on Saturday. So in an effort to document what's happening and still have some semblance of a year to look back on and all the things that happened, and some time from now, I'm going to continue to back plan and then just use this as my daily. So right after I finish this video here, I'll go and date all of the days as I do, and then write in every single day what my schedule for now looks like, at least. So what I've been doing is dating every single day and putting my known calls for 2 days in advance. I usually don't try to go more than that, because sometimes I get in a call and then it's like, oh, we should talk about, you know, this other thing, or check back in on that on Wednesday, and that's, you know, I find out on Monday. So if I have something scheduled for that same time on Wednesday, then that creates a conflict. So I'm trying to keep, I definitely go ahead and fill in all the hours and put to-do lists on days that I know I have to-do lists, things that I know are going to happen. I definitely will put in, but don't try to commit myself to, you know, a whole block of time being only for work or something like that, when really I'm not going to be able to do much work, because then I get another phone call that I have to be on during it. So that is what my petite planner situation is looking like right now. You can find petite planners on the Erin Condren website. I have it linked below. One thing I want to say before I wrap this up is that I do have affiliate links to Erin Condren products in the description of my video. Using an affiliate link does not cost you anything. It doesn't make the price different. It doesn't do any of those things. I wish it gave you a discount, but unfortunately it doesn't. But I would like to ask that if you do decide to purchase something after watching one of my videos, or because you've been watching me for a while and you decide you want to get something, is to please use my affiliate link. And if you come across another platform, or you find yourself on a day where like you're not in one of my videos and you don't have my affiliate link, but you know you want to purchase that thing, reach out to me and ask me for it. It really makes a difference in my ability to tell Erin Condren like, hey, I produce all this cool content, I'd love to do more with you, because they use affiliate tracking as their metric as to whether someone is going to help them be successful with their business goals. And I get it, it makes sense, but I know I've also had personal conversations with a lot of you where you told me you bought something, and I'm so excited, I'm glad you did, but me just realizing that the affiliate tracking is important, I just want to put it out there that for any content creator, whether it's me or someone else, if you do decide to purchase something after watching one of our videos, or because you really like the way that we use it and it's inspired you to use it in that same way, or figure out your own use for something that's, you know, inspired by something that we did, please go ahead and use that affiliate link, because it does make a difference. And the money that I earn goes to do, you know, goes to the finances of paying for equipment to be able to film these sorts of videos, or paying for my annual subscription to Squarespace so I can have a website and stuff like that. So it's not going to fund me buying extra stickers or anything like that. I make such little income doing this. I like to do it, and that's why I do it, but it would be nice to be able to get that that recognition that I am making a difference and impact in the community by sharing how I use my things, but then also to being able to pay for those expenses that I do incur out of my own pocket right now with some, you know, the little bit that I earn from affiliate tracking. So that is my little PSA blurb soapbox for the end of this video. And that is it. I'm going to fill in that sticker. I know it's still blank. I'm going to put Happy Easter there. But that's going to be it for this video. I think I'll probably do this again next weekend, so expect another back plan with me the following Tuesday, where I'll have my petite planner again, show you what it looked like, anything I did in there, and then also put it in my life planner. So have a happy Easter if you celebrate Easter. If you're in quarantine, I hope you're well. I hope all of you are doing okay. Reach out to me in the comments. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know what your situation at home is like, or if you're an essential worker. Thank you so much for still being out there and doing that important work for the rest of us to continue on with our daily lives as much as possible. And that is it. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. And to all my longtime viewers and subscribers, thank you all so much. I will see you back next week.